crystal there that acted as a focus, is what I imagine it is. And every time I applied power, energy, it never seemed quite enough. And one day I figured let's just see how much we can give it. I was very young at the time. Foolish.
You cocked it up.
I'm the reason why the Arcanium is on this side of the river and not in the city where it used to be.
I mean, I hear you. I do most of my work inside of a tent where the fumes and the particulars can stay out of people's sensibilities.
Mm. The only reason that, honestly, the only reason I wasn't put into a jail cell was that my golem designs were functional and useful, and I was the only one who knew how to make them. And Bastion saw a use for me. So they put me down here and allowed me to work.
Well, I'll give you what notes I got here because I probably got to get back to the group before they send somebody searching for me. But I'll start giving some think here and there to what kind of fluid must have ran through this thing. Reckon that's maybe it needed both the the crystal thing and whatever was running through these tubes.
I have an idea that it's not all mechanical, that there is a possibility that it needs organics in
Oh,
nature.
yeah, biological.
I mean, can you imagine if the melding of mechanical and biological being, the benefits of both, but neither of the weaknesses?
Okay, I'm gonna leave something here with you, and you're gonna like to see it. I got a whole separate thing on what it is and how you got to be careful with it, but you can look at it, and it's an inert, but sort of what you're talking. As he say that he gets out the inert like stock from Safeguard.
Mm.
That is literally like a bioorganic little like like basically like Pikmin stock. Like sets it down on the table.
Fascinating. His little walker extends little manipulator arms to pick it up and hold it for him. And he has a little like a little like a lens as he swings over one of his eyes to get a closer look at it. Where did you find this?
That's all in the thing. I'm gonna be leaving with you.
Hmm.
Don't get it near skin if you can help it. I don't really know if it could interface, but if it can, that's how it's gonna do it.
Hmm.
It likes the
Interesting.
head specifically, or
Okay.
it did.
Okay. Well, I might have some rats around. We could do some experiments with that sort of thing.
I'm very curious if it wakes up. I suggest like maybe trying to give it a like if it works, give it like a notepad and see if it can write anything, and ask it if it's a safeguard. Which that name doesn't mean anything to you right now, but it might mean something. Well, it's in the packet if you read it, but
Hmm. Hmm. All right.
if it
Very
is,
good.
if the thing that controls these things is still in contact or can be in contact, that would be supremely helpful actually, and I'd like to know as soon as you know.
Fascinating. A safeguard. Hmm.
But yeah, it's a biological machine. Looks like a big wet orb.
I think with your brilliance and my experience, we could make such we could create golems that could actually understand maybe language clearly, take on complex instructions, uh, even take on dangerous jobs for civilians, mine for materials, and lessen the workload on the population. I mean, we could revolutionize the entire landscape of this world.
I Yeah, Merv is like tapping his feet. I like where your head's at there. In scope at least. I got some stuff that needs doing before I get there, but I will give thought to how these things would what kind of blood they'd need. You know,
Mm.
not blood, but like what's their version.
Um, he takes the piece and the information that you're leaving with him, and uh, you and him begin to exit out of that chamber. He closes the doors and everything behind. Um, Sets the information down the main table, and looks to you and says, "I'm very glad we ran into each other. I think this is the beginning of a wonderful working friendship."
I will reach out a hand like I'll reach out a hand to him and with like a nod.
He shakes it vigorously, bright smile, twinkle in his eyes, um, and um, and he says, "You know the way back, right? You won't get lost or anything. Do I need to send something with you?"
I prefer if you did cuz I'm thinking about I'm thinking about several things right now and I don't
Hmm.
know if directions is going to be in the top like 5.
You see, he reaches over, grabs something off his desk, a little ball, kind of twists it a few times, and it lights up a little bit, just a very soft glow. And he hands it to you and says, "All right, this will guide you through the passages. They do change from time to time on
Right.
their own, so this way it'll take you to the very top, and afterwards, it'll find its way back eventually."
Right. And if I happen to die to a dragon, which might be our next source of conflict.
Oh, we don't have any dragons down here, my boy.
No, not down here. I mean like out there. It was nice knowing you. I'll try to arrange for them to like get you any notes I got left because you'll probably be able to do something with some of them.
I see. Well, in that case, I will name the next Golem versions after you. Move 2.0.
I'd prefer marsh skims.
March Skims, all right. I like it.
He like tilts his hat. I got a head for marketing. He like turns smartly with kind of like a pep in his step and is like, "Well, I'll be seeing you around, boss. Thank you for showing me. Yeah, that was a good thing what for thinking about
Mm,
for a bit."
Remember, he holds a finger up to his lips in the secret,
Yeah, like over his shoulder, Merv just throws like a thumbs up as he starts like whistling and walking up the stairs.
Cool. The doors begin to close behind you to the research and reclamation area of the Arcanium, and a little glowing metallic bauble floats near you and leads you up into the main entryway to the Arcanium proper, and you're able to make your way as you see fit from there.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll go
Um,
back to the house.
cool. Everyone meets back up at Rainier's place in the um, let's say kind not late evening, but around like 8 o'clock or so. Anything else anybody wants to do in this time period? All right, you all meet up, have yourselves a nice long rest, and the 5th of Tarksal arrives, and the day is yours.
All right. Are we itching to get moving? We got enough time in town.
I thought I'm itching to get moving.
Which way we headed?
Cave fishes?
The thing that I'm worried about really is the rock folks Brock has mentioned and dragon. The cave fishers is just a good way to make good money.
Man, the dragon is presumably. I mean, outside chance it starts predating on a population of people who are about to be sequestered inside of its hunting zone.
That's sort of my presence of urgency for it. But that does mean pursuing a dragon. Cal, how you feeling?
Well, don't know that I'm feeling quite in the mood for dragon pursuit, if that's the question. Sounds awfully dangerous.
Yeah.
Tantalizing.
Crayhouse got a spirit. Is there something you'd prefer to be doing, Cal?
Well, I mean, I'd prefer to be sleeping, but given that you all have put your necks on the line for me, I will certainly follow wherever the group decides to go, but and I understand it's odd coming from me, since a lot of it was to save my neck, but we have put ourselves in danger's way quite a bit recently. Perhaps not running out for the most dangerous thing. Now, that said, there are a lot of refugees heading out into the countryside, and they have dealt with quite a lot already.
Give you a little affirming clap on the shoulder.
Ah,
I reckon the dragon will have a substantial payout, one assumes.
I don't know that
We
we
only
need
live
to.
once.
Well,
I mean, I ain't saying we don't do it for the right reasons, but also ain't no sense in not getting paid for the job if there's pay from the slayers.
agreed.
Can I roll I don't know what kind of check to see what I know about dragons, like history? Nature.
Nature.
I don't- Okay.
Yeah.
They don't fall into my Hunter's Bane stuff, but can I roll?
Yeah. You are also aware that because some of you went to the Slayer stronghold, that there is the initial job that then became this dragon thing.
The kobolds, right?
Yeah, the kobolds. The current bounty is 1,000 gold for it. And then there is money to be made upon like salvage of the dragon itself, as long as it's not like too terribly damaged or it doesn't get damaged during salvage. There's the potential to make extra coin. The dragon itself, information that you have available to you. It's definitely not a like ancient dragon, but it's like the people that were there. I forget their name. The castaways. They described as being like big as a like a cart, like a big cart. So that could be anywhere from like uh young adult to like early adult, right, in terms of size. So
Oh, fuck no, we are not dealing with a teen dragon. Those guys are assholes.
We
Oh, you might get along with them
away.
actually.
Not a shot.
and it's a red dragon specifically. That is making its roost in the farm where the kobold activity was taking place in the farmlands there. Cool.
Gilbit.
Rainier, red dragons are dangerous, and not knowing if it's like young or old is also very dangerous. Merv with a 20. What information are you looking for?
Really like the more of like the tactical, like number one, how dangerous is that age bracket, and number two, like how do dragons go about killing people?
Oh, this age bracket is incredibly dangerous because they're large enough to pick you up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you can't find a way to bring that thing down to the ground, it's likely to slaughter everyone. Or unless you have like ranged attacks that you can use on it. They're very fast. Um, they're very strong. The the most dangerous thing is its ability to fly, right? That really is the absolute. Its mobility is its most dangerous asset, and the fact that it can breathe fire on you from the sky.
Eh.
Now, if it were to have made like a layer nearby that you can like chase it into or somehow get it into, where it can't fly, if it's a lot of dragons like to make like they're a home inside something, right? Um, then as long as it's not big enough for it to fly inside there, then your chances of success are higher. But it's also now it's like a backed into a corner dangerous, right? Um, yeah, I mean it's an incredibly dangerous animal, a creature that exists in the world, right? No matter how you shake it. But if you can find a way to bring that thing to the ground, then your chances of success go up dramatically.
Send it.
I will relay all of that to everyone. I mean, I
vote we do it.
personally don't got any way bringing it down.
I vote we send it. At least investigate.
Send it where?
Uh, investigate it. We can at least go look at it. Don't have to hit it.
I mean, I reckon by the time we're looking at it, it's looking at us, and we're probably fighting it.
He scratches his head again. He's like, how else can I say this? We scout it. We just go scout it. Assess the situation.
I mean, same thing. By the when you're up high, right, and you're looking down, it's easier to see what's down there. And like, sure, we could see it if it's like flying around doing stuff, but it could probably see us trying to crouch through the open field side.
Mm. But he
I'm
really
not
wants to
saying
see
we
a
don't
dragon.
go try to kill it, but if we do, we might be fucked because it might just sort of mess our shit up.
He looks at the group. He's like, I don't think I should be the one to vote for everybody. I just want to hit stuff right now.
I think it might be too strong for us right now.
I don't know that there's going to be a guarantee that we're going to be able to rally ourselves significantly enough before it does any lasting damage to any of the refugee camps or farmlands. I think you're right that we are not ourselves in a position where this would be tremendously successful unless we had bout after bout out of tremendous luck and it were camping itself inside a farmhouse and did not have the foresight to light the building on fire. That said, there are substantial lives still at risk. Amber, you've been quiet.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be the only. We're sort of the only game in town for this, I think. So we either do it or we let it rampage. I'm far more curious about the stone creatures myself, but I don't know how long we can. I don't think we're doing the people of Karakar any good sending them here, getting them put into whatever camps they're setting up, and then having them starve. Maybe we don't have to fight it. Maybe we can just convince it to leave. Go find somewhere else to hunt.
I agree. Cal, how do you feel about, I mean, you did just make mention that you're not fond of teen dragons, but think you could put aside your differences for a heart-to-heart?
Oh, yes.
Or at least a con?
Yeah, I've become much more convincing recently.
It's all
Be
that
happy to have a
charity
little chat.
canvassing you've been doing.
Hmm. Well, that and the new trick I can do with my voice.
Sure is.
But I mean, but just to be clear, are we all going to be comfortable if we find this dragon and then tell him to fuck off and not come within 200 miles of Bashkin? And I mean, even given how convincing I can be, I don't know how long that will last. I can't imagine very long. Couldn't he come right back, just angrier?
Maybe, but maybe there's something we can put him towards that'll take his interest over this farmland.
Well, I understand, but are you comfortable sicking a dragon on something else?
Oh, I see. My thought being, maybe we spend a little bit of time here trying to figure if there's somewhere that might pique its interest more, or even find out if there's anything that's on that farmland that it's particularly interested in, so you can get it chasing same shit somewhere else. Don't think we should put it towards another town, but there's plenty of wild lands that are filled with all kinds of prey. What was that? Might be throwing a little strangeness to the equation, but those dragon bones we came across on our way here, the bringer of death. There weren't much in the way of horde or nothing there, but we think that maybe we could invest in a creature's natural curiosity and get it to pursue something unique and weird and out of the way.
I mean,
Those were like halfway to Karakara or something, weren't they? Weren't they between Miris and Karakara?
Exactly. And off the roads.
It's worth
I
a
mean,
try. If we do nothing, then it's just going to be still here terrorizing things. So.
And
probably
just
need some like contingencies for what happens when it breathes fire on 2 or 3 of us and we go immediately into sleepy night time.
we do have Ember Prime with us, who's no small amount of firepower herself. You have any insight?
I mean, we could go shopping for some kind of fire, some kind of potion. What could maybe make us not get burned as bad?
You are right, but I was addressing Ember Prime.
Pretty much what I was going to say. I can do the same thing for one person. I can't protect everybody.
That takes some focus, though, don't it?
Yep. Always talk to the Arcanium. They may have the potions or whatever we need.
And if they have the pieces to make it, I think I could work on making one. Anyone besides the mere notion that this is incredibly dangerous have any other concerns, considerations?
I mean, if we don't get it on the ground, we're gonna die. So that's a consideration, I guess.
I don't think it could get close enough to do such tremendous harm, even with firepower, that we could not return in some capacity. That is a consideration. It can fly as high as it wants, but it can't bite us from 100 feet up.
That's true, but we're gonna need to invest in like throwing stuff for at least 2 of us.
Yep.
Just go get like a mess of javelins and just carry them around for these 2.
Sean, would we be able to spitball just by alchemy skills and like knowing the city a little, any concept of how much a potion of fire resistance might cost? Even like a bracket of like anywhere from 50 to like 400 gold or whatever.
Yeah. There's shops and like there's potion shops, right, in town that can accommodate such things. Potions of fire resistance. Let me double check here. I believe I know. Actually, let me. Did I? I might have already made some of these. Okay, did not make them yet. Potions of fire resistance, like, common enough for people that need to look for this sort of thing. You'd be aware that they cost about 300 gold each.
Okay. And with they're like uncommon, right?
Yes.
That would mean it would take like a day to craft them, is that right?
It would take time, yeah, time to craft them, yeah.
Okay. It'd save us a lot of money to craft them, but if what we are considering is time, then purchasing for convenience is smart. Is that something we want to do?
Something I want to do for sure.
That is 100% up to y'all.
You're fine. Right? You are resistant, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess we could spend all the money we'd make on buying what we need to not die from the thing we're gonna kill.
I mean, I think it would probably, if we're looking to stock up, I think it would probably be as wise, if not more wise, to try and find an item or 2 that will keep this thing on the ground. I mean, yes, Rainier, you're correct in that it won't be able to bite us from the sky, but what little I do know about dragons, they can swoop down and bite us and then fly back up out of range.
If we manage to find the umbrella people, they could probably give us something we could do it.
Rainier, for clarity, right? Just looking over like for ease of use, like Xanathar based rules, right? For potion crafting. Like crafting a common potion of healing is a day's work, but an uncommon potion is a week's work. right?
Oh shit. Okay.
Which makes sense because it like otherwise like the economy is wrecked, right? If you could just make them
Yeah.
any day, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think I was thinking of healing potions, which count as common.
yeah. So you still can do this. But one person would need. I mean, for like fire resistance, um, I would allow. I would allow an herbalism kit for this, but you really want an alchemy kit for it.
Yeah.
And so it'd be anyone with that or proficiency, 1 work week per person, right?
Yeah.
And then the cost of which would be because it's not the same as a healing potion. The cost would be like 200 gold worth of like specialized ingredients. So it saves you money, but takes time.
Okay. I think Adam is right that we should prioritize a function of keeping it on the ground. As much fun as it would not be to eat fire breath round after round.
Yeah, look, I
Like-
mean, somebody's gonna get hit by it and they're gonna go down, and we're gonna deal with that. But getting strafed constantly where our 2 melee fighters can't kill it, that
Yeah.
will for sure kill us. We
Yeah.
will not win the arms race.
Yeah, your nature rule knows like this thing can breathe fire from 30 feet in the air on you,
Yeah,
right? Like if you don't have anything to combat that, it's likely that it will kill you from that. I mean, of course you have to like, you don't know when it's getting its dragon breath back and all that. But...
Yeah, there's a lot of it is possible for it to nuke us from the sky and we all go down, but it's also incredibly possible with very good strategy for that not to happen. It's just
Right.
very like we're better if we can earthbind in some capacity.
Yes.
Is that a spell Cal has access to? Not like that you know right now, but just on one of your
Scroll.
spell lists.
Adam, are you with us?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
It is.
Okay. Because the tattoo might be cool if that's a tattoo we can get. But it's possible that a spell scroll might be a little more accessible. And if we've got someone who can
Yeah.
cast it, as long as we can hedge our bets against it failing that save, that might help us out a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Earthbind is always a gamble anyway, just because they made it a strength save and it's
Yeah.
a fucking dragon.
I mean, I think that's what. I mean, outside of Hold Monster.
Yeah,
Right?
like
I think
not...
Earthbind, Entangle, Web, like those are our options.
Earthbind
Yeah.
are sick for like liches and shit. You expect sit. For dragons, it's just like, what is this? No. Web is a decent thought because Web could potentially lock them for a round. Right?
I mean, I think all of them do because I think. I mean, I don't know how the mechanics work off the top of my head, but I think they're all strength saves as an action, or strength checks as an action to break the.
Yeah. So, Earthbind, I think, is an initial save, or you got, and just until it ends. So it's a save or suck basically with a duration of a minute. Web is a deck save to get stuck, but then you can break out as an action. But I mean, I like that economy too, because yeah, why not?
Right. And I mean, the other thing my gut tells me is anything we can get as a wand is probably better than a scroll.
Yep.
Right, just because then anyone who can cast a spell can use it.
Wand of web.
Kriya suggests, can we make poison-tipped javelins?
You can. Yeah. You
'Cause
absolutely
if we
can
hit
do
it
that.
enough, it'll get weak on its own.
Well, yes and no. It's not
There's
exactly
no-
how poison works.
Yeah, there's no dots.
yeah.
It's not like
More
Diablo or
dots.
something. If you hit them with the dots and they start going damage over time while you run around and see if you can kite them out.
The
Yeah.
poison,
Left
as far
side,
as using it
handle
on
More dots.
the poison effect for D&D, putting it on weapons is just additional damage that is poison oriented.
Yeah.
So like it is actually useful if what we're doing is like loading you guys up with javelins to hurl. It gives you a like a different type of damage that is being done in addition to the stabbing damage.
Ah.
Problem is going to be having money for any wand of anything. Like a wand
True.
of web is, I don't know, I assume probably several grand. Has to be.
Oh, that's expensive. Ah,
Common
Magic
enchantment
items
wand.
are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds like it.
The interest the thing that I'm compelled by with potentially talking to the rune people is that they say, at least in the case for the one Ragnarok got, you can just keep casting it, just at the risk of what appears to be exhaustion. We don't know yet, but that means if the dragon saves, just try again next round. A dangerous concept, and it feels potentially very strange for them to offer, like, and again, as an example, like Earthbind, because that's a weird party trick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have web prepared right now, but I could pick up web if we waited a day.
Uh-huh.
So
Takes
I
a
have
day and a
2
half to get
shots.
there, right?
we take a day to walk and then rest and then
Yeah, like I have 2 shots at web. That's how much web I have. 2 shots. Godspeed. Good luck. And that's if we can even find something to string it to, right? I can't like shoot web at it.
I think
gotta,
I can
like-
shoot web at it.
Right.
Can you?
Well, if you let's look up web. Let's look up
5e.
let's look up
Yeah.
web.
'Cause I thought you have to like put it on the ground,
Yeah,
or you gotta like string it between like a tree and like a house. Or
Yeah,
a
it
tree
fills
mat.
a cube, but if the webs are not anchored by anything or layered across something, it collapses on itself and then ends at the start of your next turn.
Right, but I mean, if you're trying to bring the dragon down, you're only counting on it for one turn anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you're not
essentially-
thinking that it's going to fail multiple strength saves against
Yeah.
web.
Really, it's just I cast it, I hold it, and I wait till it hits the ground within range, and then I cast it on the cube that it hits. I probably hit an ally, but more hopefully I hit it and keep it stuck. Like I just throw it on the ground wherever it lands once it's about to land. Assuming it doesn't fucking murk me in the time I'm waiting to cast the spell, but
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
no,
I mean, if you like, if it's on the, let's say the dragon's on the ground, you cast web. Web works as normal, right?
Yeah.
It's the idea like if you are webbing into the air, that's when it's like there's nothing for it to anchor to, so that it's essentially is failing at that point. But if it's on the ground or like it's flying and you catch it between trees, right? Like that all works.
Right, but doesn't it fail at the end of his next turn? So it works
this is the verbiage, right?
Mhm.
If not anchored, right, and then yada yada yada, the conjured web collapses on itself, and the spell ends at the start of your next turn. Collapses on itself is not a functional thing anymore. When you look over like what it's saying, like when it's specifying things it needs, that's no longer doing anything anymore, right?
I mean, the stipulation for that is you just put it on the floor, so when it touches the floor, it gets stuck, and then if it fails the save on its turn, it has to try to get out. Like it has to use its action to break out.
Yeah. Now, when you layer it on a floor, right, like just on a floor, the web layered surface is 5 feet deep, right? So then it exists in that space and is functioning correctly. But the verbiage here, like when they're preventing it from working, firing it into empty air, is what they're doing here with the verbiage.
Not to
I-
keep
I-
hammering this one.
I accept your ruling, but I want to argue with it after. I want to argue with you about it after session.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we
I
can agree.
agree.
After that.
Not to keep hammering this one because I think it's a good idea, but Earthbind doesn't have repeated saves.
Yeah, it's an initial save or suck
Yeah.
with a strength save, so it is
Like-
the magic ticket, but strength save and
Yeah, but that's not like web is a deck save, but it's also still a dragon, like it's the difference between gambling 2 incredibly good stats from a very big monster for again either like a full sink where it's stuck to the ground or it's stuck for 1 round.
yeah, I mean, I think us trying to find like a scroll or two of Earthbind is worth the time. Like
I agree that it's at
probably
least
having
worth the
that
time.
that and web will probably be. It's good to diversify.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
options.
let's get lots of sticky spells.
I need to wait till tomorrow, and I can cast web twice. That'll be mine. That's it. I can't think of anything else to keep it stuck on the ground. I don't know if there is any.
Yeah.
else.
I will tell you, right, because you guys are planning ideas, right, just to make it easy for your decision making. You will be able to find spell scrolls. You'll be able to find Earthbind and Web. They're 120 gold per, right? Now they have their own DCs, which are not your player DCs. They are lower typically. So that, without it being your own spell, it is less effective in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, loading up on a couple Earthbinds. Just fingers crossed, Cal.
Yeah, love it.
We open with the we certainly open with the voice, and then we say, "Will you please kindly fail this save?" And then we run the fuck away. we get Cal away, we hide the football, we dig a hole and put him in it to concentrate on that for a minute, and then we get to work.
Now,
This is good.
that might count as a bad thing for it, so I'm not sure get based on your context when it happens. But and just so your knowledge, spell scrolls, the save is DC 13 for
Oh,
second level.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's shit. It's okay. We have the king of the silver barbs.
Got that silver bar.
If it's got like a we're gonna need to roll sub 10. Well sub 10. We're gonna need like a 3 or a 4.
Merv, with your 20 nature, right? It's better at strength saves. It's not skilled in strength saves, but they're better
Huh.
at them.
I mean, it's just big, right? So like,
right, they're very strong.
it's got muscles because it's big.
Yeah, the dexterity save, which it's skilled in, is actually not as good.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think we need to buy the web scrolls unless somebody else wants to be able to cast web as an emergency.
Can anyone? I think
I
that would
guess
only
I
be
can-
Cal, huh?
I could pick up one just in case I burn my webs and need to web some more.
Well, I mean, I think what Cal is going to do is, are the Earthbind? Oh no, the Earthbinds are 120 gold, so they're 12 platinum. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so Cal's going to buy 2 scrolls of Earthbind and 2 potions of fire resistance. So he'll pick up a potion of fire resistance for somebody else, one for himself and one for somebody else.
Shit. I have the money to buy one for myself. That'll nearly tap me, but I'll be fine. So I'll go that way.
I'm also buying one for myself.
If we get the 1,000 gold reward from the Slayers Guild, we'll have not made any money, but we will
Nope.
have done an incredibly good deed.
Uh-huh.
And increase
So
our savings.
it sounds like Kriaz. I'm guessing I'm buying the second fire resistance potion for you.
Okay, so one fire resistance for Cal personally.
Mm-hmm.
One for Kriaz. And then Rainier was buying one.
Yes.
And who else is buying one?
I'll buy one.
Me.
Okay, Ragnarok and Merv.
And
Okay.
I'm also buying 2 scrolls of Earthbind.
2 scrolls of Earthbind. Okay, very good.
You said it's how much money again?
The potions are 300. The spell scrolls are 120.
Shit, I'm never in here. Where do I find what tab is stuff in, Sean?
Inventory?
I added it to your
Oh, thank
inventory
you.
already. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to be fierce and independent and try to find it myself, but
I like it. I didn't make them, apparently. Is the thing.
How much is? Oh wait, no, I think I have it here. Maybe not. How much is a net?
A net?
fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll tell you.
How much is a net?
I love his moxie.
This is a
It's a reusable resource.
tremendous
Mhm.
choice.
Provided that the that the dragon doesn't slash it to bits.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, hang on. Net. Martial ranged weapon. 1 gold piece, 3 pounds. It's got the special property. It is the throne property. Its range is 5 feet normal, 15 feet maximum.
It's also got the dumb property.
It sure does.
How many
little-
nets can we get Ragnarok to carry?
A large or smaller creature
That's
hit by
you.
the net is restrained until freed. So if it's large or smaller, it'll work.
I think I'm just gonna get the one.
Probably is just gonna be pissed off by it, right? Like,
Hey,
Here's
some
the
of us
fucking
can't cast magic. All right, this is the best we got.
It's
I'm-
very smart.
I'm crunching the odds on how I feel about enlarge reduce. Make it Lil Earthbind. It's a wombo combo.
Make it
Make it Lil
Yeah,
disadvantage
that's
on
pretty good.
strength save. Net Earthbind.
I mean, these things are. See, now we're talking.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're talking.
That legitimately might be like a solid
Best
play, my
plan
man.
we have so far.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to change out what spells I have as 2nd level spells for tomorrow.
I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm also looking forward to what happens when it turns us all into charcoal briquettes in round 1.
Yeah,
And
well,
like all of this is right out the window because it's just survival.
yeah, no, like I've been running some like theoretical math in my head for how much health I have versus how much I think it could do, and it's not looking good for Chaboy. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Really, it's not looking good for you.
Well, some of us aren't made of paper, okay?
Listen, I'm a
picking up-
delicate flower.
I'll pick up web and enlarge reduce. Okay? It's happening.
This is insane, y'all.
I mean, it's
Hey,
I
I want to
don't
go
know.
to Cave Fishers.
yeah.
That one's the least savinist people. That one's
That's
just somebody wants a chill hang and a brew. Like
yeah.
It's super quick.
Well,
it's it's not.
I like our odds.
It's
I like
it's
our odds, but
definitely not a
we're still gonna
cool
get-
like
We're gonna get fucking mauled, and then we're gonna have to take a day to nap like we usually do.
We're not gonna nap after the dragon fight.
We
Some
are,
of
but
you
we will have
nap
killed a
forever
dragon.
after the dragon fight.
Yeah,
some of us might
I'm
nap forever.
gonna be eating a dirt nap, and that's gonna be between me and me.
and your weird shadow clone.
Yeah, he's
Oh
fine.
God, I wonder what happens. Does he just
Don't worry.
lay
Don't
there?
worry about him. Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about him.
Don't think
Okay,
about
Cal,
him.
I added 2 scrolls of Earthbound, Earthbind. I just
that's him.
I don't have the Earthbind spell in Foundry,
worries.
'cause, so I couldn't make it like a full magic item. But I wrote the
Right.
spell and the range, so it's all the important stuff is in there.
Yep. And basically, as long as it's got the save, I can target something and click on it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna roll that. Like it's not built intrinsically for
problem.
that, but like
Right.
we all know what we're doing here.
Right. Yeah, I can see it right now. It does have the spell save DC of 13, and that's all I need. I just need to remember it's not my DC.
Exactly. Yeah, it has all the information that we need.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Some equipment has been purchased.
God, this feels so dumb. I want to revisit. Like, our intention is to go and see if a negotiation or convincing is possible. But like, we all drink the potions of fire resistance before we go, right? Like,
Yeah, if they last an hour, then yeah.
Yeah.
Like we see the farmhouse and we drink a potion. Everybody's just got one in their hands as we're walking through the field. You fucking smell fire. You fucking drink the potion immediately. Picking up web with all of my 2nd level slots. Just a real bounty of 2nd level slots over here.
how we feeling, gang?
Bad, but this is the way. We got a
This is the
net.
way.
We got a net.
We
There's
got a
one
net.
net. It cost 1 gold. We have 1 net.
We got a net. Our best bet is with that net, and we just like weigh it down with, I don't know, fucking Electrum on each
With
end.
Ragnarok, obviously.
Well, I'll jump
mean,
on top of it.
I guess I can make. Do you want me to make Ragnarok big and you just try to wrestle the dragon? How do you feel about
Yeah.
that?
We just got to bring it down, and I got this.
You just hold action to wrestle.
Yeah.
And then you wrestle. That'll work. I think.
It's going to go great.
I think that actually is a better bet than trying to make it small.
I mean, no, I think I still like the small plan.
I mean, it's funnier, but if it's up one, how are what are the rules of grapple? Can you grapple things that are one size larger than you?
Only
Only
one
one
size. Up.
size.
Yeah.
So if I make you large, then then you're in. You can grapple it because it'll be gargantuan probably, or huge. I guess huge is the next one, right?
Are you sure?
It's
Medium, large, huge, and then I think gargantuan.
Yeah, the gargantuan. It's probably huge. So if I make you large, you can wrestle it.
They did say it was
If
like
you
the
make it
size of a
small,
cart.
I can wrestle it.
It was the size of a cart.
Oh wait, but there's a save. Okay, I get where you're coming from.
A cart is like would be like large-ish. But we don't have a full concept. They just said like big as a cart.
Look, I'll keep it in the back pocket that I could maybe make Ragnarok big, and you could go wrestle. That is actually not that dumb an idea. If we pit your strength against it, you might have a decent chance.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
it's not that dumb an idea in this world where we've got no good ideas. But like the good idea is like don't fight a dragon.
Good idea. Let that be somebody else's problem, which is still theoretically
Right.
There
But, I mean,
really is
where's the fun in
something
that?
like we've been talking about the magic ways to restrain it, but there is a significant reality that Ragnarok, who I believe is proficient in athletics checks, probably stands a better chance of grappling the fucker, which makes
Wrestling.
speed 0.
you gonna wrestle it.
And then you just
Headlock
gotta
that
hold
fucker.
on and bite him hard.
Yeah, you got teeth, you got claws, you got a fucking tail.
Yeah,
Just thrash at it.
I am down for this plan.
Who's ready to fucking go after a dragon,
Who's ready
guys?
to die? Me.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
do it.
at least if we all chug a potion, then we won't die from the saving. Like, we won't die from having saved on the saving throw, right? We'll just need to fail the saving throw to die. If we
I like our
save,
odds. I like our
Like
odds. We've been
odds.
thinking.
yeah, we have been thinking. It's true. we have been thinking. I don't have a single first level spell that's any goddamn good for this.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds and maybe Featherfall, just in case.
Okay. What are we doing?
It's dragon season.
Wagon season.
Okay.
Time to go get riggedy wrecked, yo.
Don't, Adam, don't steal my bit.
You all have done.
Oh,
You've done some
I only have one
shopping.
thing.
You've done some shopping.
how many ball bearings do I need to buy to bring down a dragon?
There's not enough.
At
in the
least
world.
1,000.
What
more.
about caltrops? If I just throw caltrops on it and they get wedged in those scales, it's not going to be
Yes.
happy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I read a fantasy book when I was a kid where they defeated a dragon by putting a tickle charm on him, because the dragon just scratched himself to pieces trying to catch the itch.
Nightmare.
Ugh.
It was
my
really
God.
cool.
It is
That's
pretty
cool, but that's existentially fucked.
Yeah, it's awful.
Okay, you've done some shopping in town. Are you? Do you need a day to do your preparation and then go out, or are you gonna prepare on your way out there?
Prepare on our way.
Okay,
don't
for
know that
for
we-
those
I
that
don't-
need to swap spells and that sort of thing.
I don't think it's a good idea to try to rest outside of town. I think we should do our shopping, rest, and then head out and then try to encounter the thing with as much sunlight remaining as we can.
I mean, are we able to reach it within a day?
Well, we need to leave. We need to go to sleep early, wake up in the middle of the night, travel out in the middle of the night, and then we could reach it during the day with a day and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it a day and a half?
It's a day and a half's
What
travel.
I
Okay.
heard.
That was only one. Well, in that case, we might as well just
Yeah, we may as well head
Leave.
out and camp
Yeah.
out somewhere and get up early and have a half day to go.
Okay. So resting. I'm sorry, resting in town for a day and then heading out.
Just
getting our shit, packing out.
heading out.
Heading out. Okay. After time planning, getting some shopping done, roughly midday, you guys head out. The day's journey, you exit out of the city. During your time there, you noticed, as you're shopping and getting things and walking through the city to leave, there's a militia presence, the Bastion militia presence, that are like actively escorting and gathering Karen Karan refugees and like ushering them towards those northern gates. So you're seeing a lot less of them on the streets as this process is beginning to occur. Um, Excellent. You head out of the western edge of Bastion. Anything anybody specifically wants to do in the first day of travel? Was there anybody need to talk to anybody specifically? Do anything mechanically? Okay. Your day's travel is uneventful. You make camp. You get up. And then the 6th of Tarksol is upon us. As you make your final approach, you can see in the direction that you are heading that you can see wisps of smoke in that direction. You encounter some locals that are fleeing from that direction. They point and warn you not to approach, as there is a dragon has made its nest in old farmer Ibbot's property. That there have already been people out to try to take care of the problem, and they haven't seen them since. You continue on your way. You approach the outskirts of a property. You see burnt, scorched fields. Smoke rising from the ashes of places where there's still some coal left burning. You see a farmhouse partially collapsed, partially burnt. At this point, you are, let's say, 1,000 feet out. There is open landscape between you and the farmhouse that you see. There's no initial signs of anything else here. What do you do?
I'm gonna have Chorby fly up and like do kind of a circle around to see if it sees anything.
Okay. Chorby flies up, flies around for a little while. About 10 minutes pass. He comes back down to you. He's indicating that he's seen something, right? Like he's indicating like, yeah, but I don't know how he can communicate it to you.
Yeah, I ask it like big, like hold my hands out way wide.
Yeah, he mimics that action of big.
And then I do it again, very big.
Yeah. Let me take a look at old Chorbo here.
It's got a 10 int.
10 int. That's what I
He
was
just
looking
can't
for.
speak.
Chorb hovers down onto the ground and draws like a rough circle in the ground, makes that like wide symbol with his hands, and
Mhm.
like points at the the circle
Yeah.
on the ground.
I will ask him like, okay, which direction?
He points closer towards that farmhouse.
Is it inside of it?
He shakes it. He points at the like circle he's drawn and like shakes his whole body up and down in a nod.
Right. I like reach down to like pick him up and put him on my shoulder, and I whisper like, "You fucking crushed it, great job." As I look at everybody else, go, well, there you got it.
What?
Like you all saw, like you got it right. Like it's over by the house. It's probably in the house.
Then we get a little closer, take our potions, and enter polite.
Yeah, it's maybe we also like spread out tactically.
I don't know if spreading out comes off as anything but threatening. Ever. And I don't know that that's how we want to start.
Okay, maybe one or two of us spread out. Or hang back.
I can hang back.
Okay, I mean, okay,
I
that
don't.
means
I think it would be better if we were all just present at first. If what we're trying to do is try to talk to it.
okay. I mean, we could be present. We could just be arrayed in such a way as to not all die immediately after Blizzard's breath. Either way, just everybody, I guess, chug your potions and get ready for this shit.
Everybody drink their potions now.
We're about 1,000 feet from the house. You said.
About 1,000 feet. I mean, you can move pretty quickly if you're not like stealthing. So you know that wouldn't eat up too much time.
Yeah, then I think I would.
Yeah.
And say before when we get closer to the place.
Okay, cool. Anybody who's drinking their potion that wants to drink it now, go ahead.
Right.
And
In addition, Cal is going to drink one of the 2 instances of the rainbow extract that he has, and he is going to change the color of his scales and eyes and everything to red.
Ooh, very, very cool.
I'm gonna have Chorby climb in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Because otherwise Chorby's gonna get nuked immediately. Chorby could save and still be fucked. It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Chorby's gotta go night for this.
He doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
He is small enough to fit in the opening. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I'll
Yeah.
probably wait till we're like halfway up to chug the potion. I'm
Okay.
lagging a little bit behind the others for the moment.
Okay. You begin making your way across this burnt landscape. About 500 feet from the house, you notice you notice a little bit of movement. You notice 2 small forms are kind of just walking around. They're paired next to each other. From this distance, make perception checks. All right, excellent. All of you clock them. Um, Ember, you recognize them first. They are Merv. You're a little distracted.
Yeah, I'm
You-
too far
you should-
behind. They're
yeah.
getting in the way. All these fucking tall people
They're
getting
too
in the way.
tall. Amber, you clock them first. The rest of you recognize the same. They're kobolds. There's two kobolds. They have little spears and shields, and they're just like walking around the farmhouse. From this distance, you also see there is a portion of the land near the farmhouse as you like crest a small hill. A portion of the literal ground has been like erupted upwards a bit, forming a small kind of hill. From it you see tendrils of smoke. You see the kobolds kind of meander a bit and then make their way towards a opening in the ground, and you see one of them disappear, and another one just kind of sits down on a rock and begins going through a pack. Looks like it's like getting something to eat at the moment. They don't seem to take notice of you right now.
I think we should speak to them.
Is that then the plan?
I think it's a good place to start.
Are we going for honesty or subterfuge?
Hmm.
Play it by ear.
Very well. Cal will begin to trot towards the kobold and calling out, you there, a word, please.
What language are you using?
Draconic.
Draconic, excellent. You see the kobold, like you see its head turn towards you as it like rips a piece of meat. You see it like chew, gulp down, and it stands up. See it grabs its shield and spear, and like stands like at attention, takes a few steps forward. They're smallish kind of creatures. Roughly like you're certainly taller than that, but they're not less like they're not as small as Merv.
Okay.
It looks at you, responds back in Draconic. Yeah, who goes there?
My name is Talarunax Cleftintilar, the Bastion Cleftintilars. I understand there's a red dragon now making its home here.
Yes, Morsum, Lord of Fire. He has made this its domain. Soon all the land will burn under his name.
Well, rather ambitious fellow. I was hoping that perhaps we might get a word with him.
You're continuing your approach forward, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What is everyone else doing?
Keeping out the distance back.
following a little, but giving Cal the space.
Okay. The kobold looks at you, its eyes notice the others in your retinue, and says, "You bring strangers. You bring non-dragon."
Well, apologies. They are my staff and servants. I am here hoping to discover my progenitor. I've been tracking this particular dragon for quite some time. I do have high hopes. I've not had quite as much luck with my other research, but this is promising. I believe I have traced my lineage back to Morson here.
You track what we have summoned. What magic allows this?
Well, I do not know if you are aware of it, but the city, Bastion, has an institution.
It hisses at the name.
Well, clearly, you are familiar with it, but they have an institution called the Arcanium, where there are many that are well-versed in all different forms of magic. I am fortunate enough to have the wealth to bring to bear such resources. I like to think that my acquisition of my humble hoard is something I have received from my draconic lineage.
Make a persuasion check, please. Make it with advantage because of your using the rainbow extract and your already draconic heritage.
Nice.
Kobold looks at you and says, "You bring your hoard as offering, then? Are these offerings to Morsum?"
No, of course I don't bring my hoard as offering. I offer my hoard, but I haven't brought it with me. It's much too large to be able to transport easily from one location to the other. But as Morson consumes the entire area in fire and lays waste to Bastion, he will easily be able to assume control of my hoard as it is there in all of its substance. What I have brought are my servants so that we can introduce ourselves and take instruction from Morson as to what he would like us to do next to help further his goal.
You seek audience.
Yes, I do.
What is your gift?
Merv, can you take the little flying gift out that we've got for Morson? It's really quite charming.
Sure, yeah. I will, I presume, get Chorby out. I'll hold it up and tell him to do a looping circle in the air.
He does.
Only the finest and most unique items for the master.
Yeah, you bring magic as gift. That will be very good offering. He holds his hand you see sets his spear and shield down and moves his hands to get Chorby, come to me.
I will step in between him and Chorby. Say, it is our gift. We will present it. Thank you.
I will like shuffle my way forward slightly and hold up the detonation of blindness cipher that we got because of what it looks like. It's a little like dozens of little tiny glass like facets. So I will hold it. I will like kneel to Cal and like hold it up and say, a replacement for this humble servant to gain some credit.
I'll take the item that Merv is holding out to me, but I will once again say to the kobold, you ought to make our introduction and we ought to give the gifts. They are not gifts from you, they are gifts from us.
Fine. But only dragon come.
Very well. You tell my great grandfather that you turned me and my staff away. And I'll turn around and start walking back to the group.
Make a intimidation check, also with advantage.
I will use an inspiration to re-roll one of those.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
13, baby. Wait. You speak. The others may come. They stand behind.
Of course, they will not speak unless spoken to. Come, everyone.
The kobold grabs their spear and shield and leads you down a opening in the earth. It is clearly been burrowed in its making. There is the stench of like hot earth that is baking, like dirt that is all burning. There are some noxious gases in the air. The kobold seems right at home. The rest of you, they're not affecting you in any way, but like your breathing is a little stifled. It's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, anybody who wishes to drink anybody who didn't drink their potion can feel free to drink their potion.
Yep, that'd be me.
Yeah,
That'd be me.
and you make your way down this tunnel. There is no light as you're going down, so those of you without dark vision will need some sort of assistance as far as this goes.
I'll produce the lantern.
Okay, cool. The tunnel itself is like 20 feet in diameter. It's pretty wide. And it goes down about 20 feet as well, and then continues kind of straight-ish for another 50 feet as it begins to curve a bit, and then opens into a fairly large chamber. Within this chamber, there are mounds of burning material in here that begin to alight it. The place itself is roughly the size of this chamber is roughly 40 feet in diameter, including ceiling. On your way to it, you are seeing there are, for lack of a better description, body parts. You see first a hand, then a leg, then some torched up looking armor. And as you step into this chamber, you see that there are some of the things that are burning are bodies in here that are just burning on fire. The kobold gestures to them and says, "The last to try to take what was Morsum's by right." And you see in the center of this underground burrow, you see a red scaled dragon, long horns coming out of its head. It is curled up and looks asleep. It is roughly the size of one of the carts that you had traveled with. Best guess, curled up like this, it's probably a large creature. Definitely not an adult dragon. The kobold gently approaches. You can see there's another kobold, the one that's gone down into the chamber, who is in here, sees everyone approaching. The two kobolds discuss with each other. They're speaking in Draconic. Cal and anyone else who speaks Draconic, you catch that the one's explaining to the other that these people have come to make an offering, that this dragon wishes to add his horde, add his power to Morsum. They both seem very, very pleased at this idea. The one slowly approaches the dragon, gets within about 10 feet of it. You can see, like, it looks scared, and speaks out in Draconic again. Morsum, great lord of fire, I'm terribly sorry to disturb your slumber, but there are visitors here to make offerings of gifts. You can see one of the eyes open. A vertical eye slit, assesses the room, looks at all of you, and you can see this dragon uncurl itself. Its mouth opens in a bit of a yawn. There's a small gout of fire. Large, sharp teeth, large, sharp claws as it stretches itself, sits into an upright position, towering over you. It looks down upon you all. You bring offerings and gifts to the Lord of Fire.
Cal swallows hard and approaches. Yes, mighty Molsum. We do. You are even more impressive and fearsome in person than in reputation. Please, a moment to collect myself. We do have an offering. And I will use the voice of Ghoul and say, what we offer is significant. If you will only listen to what we have to say, I'm sure you will find it most agreeable.
The deepening of Cal's voice, another voice layering itself on top. The dragon shakes its head for a moment. What does it need to do?
Let's see. there it is.
Okay, wisdom save.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
And I will definitely use a silvery barbs if it is
Silvery
necessary.
barbs.
Correct.
Yeah. It does fail. So you because silvery barbs you choose knowing the result, right?
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
choose after the result is declared.
Yeah, it does fail. You see it shake its head for a bit, and its eyes blink, and for a moment you see that same green glint that's in Cal's eyes glow and reflect itself in the dragon's eyes before disappearing. And it says, "Yes, yes, you are welcome here. You are welcome here, my friend. But why have you brought so many others with you?"
Well, we were all interested in meeting you and learning of the one that was going to lay waste to these lands and to Bastion itself. It is good to make your acquaintance, but these things, and I'll point to the kobolds, perhaps you should ask them to leave. They seem to just be getting in the way.
Servants of mine, go out, patrol the lands for invaders. They look at each other and look to Morsom and say, "My lord, are you quite certain that we shouldn't stay here by your side?" The dragon lets out a growl, and they kind of like yip a bit, and they skitter off down the tunnels, and it is you and this dragon, Morsum, Lord of Fire, and he looks to you, Cal, and says, "What is it that you bring me? I've only been here a short time. I have not had enough time to develop my horde."
What I bring you is no mere object, but the experience of well-seasoned adventurers. For all of its wealth, the pickings of this area and of Bastion itself are mundane. Gold and jewels and things that glitter and sparkle. And as you can see, and I'll hold up my bejeweled fingers, I also am not immune to these particular charms, but they pale in comparison to true magic, which we can direct you to, not any magic created by individuals that walk the earth now, but ancient magic, unheard of magic. To wield it, to have it in your possession,
Yes.
will make you unique, one of a kind.
Yes.
But it can't be had here.
Together, you and I shall work to overthrow the city of Bastion. And then we shall burn this world.
Yes, most certainly. But before we do, we must acquire this unique and ancient magic which lies outside of the city. Let me consult with my chief adventurers and cartographers so that we might be able to best instruct you to its location. And
Yes.
I will turn around and walk back to the group. Okay.
Is it
Well.
going good? I can't hear. We don't
Um,
understand what you were saying.
Well. Here's the situation.
Right.
He seems to have fallen for my charms, which is excellent
That's
news.
great. Love to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fantastic. However, he is very, very distinctly set on A, destroying the city of Bastion, and then B, engulfing the entire world in fire. I tried to entice him with unheard of ancient magics,
Right.
but he did not seem very interested, or perhaps if he was, he only saw them as a means to an end to A, destroy Bastion, B, whole world on fire.
Right. Okay. So, did you have him send the Is that where the little fellers went?
Oh no! He sent them out to patrol for any other invaders. I thought, with them underfoot, things might just get more complicated.
That means we need to stall for at least a little while they get the fuck out of here, right? Like they need to go tell each other.
Well, yes. I mean, I imagined they are in the process of doing that now, and it shouldn't take very long for them to be gone. The question is, what do we do next?
I mean, we try to set up as best we can, and then we get after it, right? Like, what's going to break your thingy? How does it work?
Well, I mean, it's very difficult to break for the next 24 hours. It's not unbreakable, but
Right. But like, what things would do it, right? Like,
well, if it's not exactly clear if we cause it any harm, so certainly doing any damage to it will allow it to, try and break free. But other than that, it's sort of nebulous. Obviously, talking to it won't cause it. We can talk to him as long as we want, but I mean, whether this Earthbind scroll will allow it an opportunity to break free, I can't say.
I mean, that or like laying a web right on top of it, right? Like,
I can't say. No, there's only one way to find out.
how big is the room we're in?
Roughly 40 in diameter. Well, I should say side to side, top to bottom.
Okay. So not that big actually. Merville like looks side to side and say, I mean, we should for sure like spread, right?
Sure.
A little bit. But if we go for this, you try to hold it and then we kick this shit off. Is there anything you can do to like hang on to it while we're laying into it, or is it just gonna go away?
Well, no, I can. There's not much I can do. You've seen my trick with the silver flashes and the bright lights to, and I can use a little bit of that, but outside of that, there's really not much I can do. And once it gets loose, it gets loose.
Right. So it's just a matter of I'll look to the group. We're gonna do it, right? Like that's why we're here.
Think we gotta.
Okay, so it's a matter of setup. How we doing this?
Best we can. Try to make one of those spells work. Kind of nod towards Cal.
One moment, Morson. We'll be right with you.
So
I'm
we
still
set
on the
up
plan of
before you,
wrestling it.
right? We set up before you get in, right?
I
Oh,
don't
yes.
think. I think that might set off more alarm bells than we'd like.
Oh, I don't think we have to worry about alarm bells at all at this point. It is under my charms.
Yeah,
As long as we don't harm it, we can do whatever we want.
How absolute's your control? Like you could tell him to do a barrel roll right now, and he'll do it.
I mean, I
don't, but you could.
could, in theory, yes, I could try it. I assume that it would work. And like I said, doing damage to it will give it an opportunity to break this charm.
Right, but setting up ain't gonna set off any flares that make it. If you tell it everything's fine, sit down, it's gonna do it, right? Like
that is my understanding, Mev.
Okay, so if we all get in position, set up how we want, get this all laid out just right, you keep telling them it's just fine. We test the limits of what this magic fuckery can do. We pick our moment, you set it off, and we try
Yes.
to do the thing.
Yes. Is there any place in this 40 by 40 room where I can get cover? Or is it just a big open space?
It's like a
40 by 40
big,
open space.
yeah, it's like a big open space here.
Okay.
Presumably, you could go in the hallway that came in here, but
Yeah.
that's
You
not
could-
helpful for first
Yeah, you
turn.
could back up a bit and go, deep into the tunnel from whence you came.
Right. Yeah, I will cast a light on one of my rings just to make sure that I've got light. So everyone will spread out. You'll give me the nod when you're in position, and then I will read this scroll of Earthbind and hope that that doesn't break the charm. Does that sound reasonable to everyone?
Feels like. I mean, my suggestion for layout here is Ragnarok one side, Krios other side, Ember right up in front of it. Rainier probably off in a corner in as much as he can. I off in the other corner.
I'm
If
going to
it
offer
can-
the suggestion that Creoles be cardinally the closest to the tunnel in case it wants to go that way.
Can you tell it to fall under the effects of the spell?
I can certainly try.
Main. Yeah, maybe Krios, you. Well, basically, we all want to be in position so we get one good. If it breaks, we get one good go at it before shit gets bad, right? We
Mhm.
got to put some hurt on it. Like I can.
We don't. I know it's finding Cal real appealing right now. We should pick our words carefully and just get where we think we should be.
Right,
It can still hear.
my assumption would be everyone get where you want to be when this all kicks off. Act as soon as I finish reading this scroll. And then, at that point, presumably, we will have done significant damage and harm to this creature. Right? So it will have had many opportunities to break this charm. It doesn't mean that it will definitely break it, but it will have significant opportunities to have broken it. Right? So we should work under the assumption that we will get this one go at it while it is charmed. And then all hell's going to break loose.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good,
Main.
everyone?
Yeah. Do you want me to put webs on it and try to make it small? Ragnarok,
Well,
you planning on headlocking it?
I was gonna try.
Okay, I
You just
mean-
want to make me big.
I mean, we'll see. I'll start off trying to hurt it, and then we'll move on into
I think
clever
the
ruse.
longer we can have big Ragnarok, I think that is actually the strongest path we can take with that scroll in particular.
And should I still be using this scroll of Earthbind?
Yeah,
think
for
so.
sure.
Okay.
Trying to command it to fail the save if you I mean, the worst thing that happens is it breaks out of the charm, and then it has to try to make a save on the thing, right? And then then we kick off anyway. I feel like at the same time, right after that does or doesn't work, everybody starts firing.
How How close are we currently to this animal?
I'm showing you as I'm making a little impromptu map for where we are.
Okay, because
Um,
we've talked very candidly about killing it now.
yeah,
It's using
correct.
Bergman as the model for what we could get away with, and that dude was profoundly charmed.
He's profoundly charmed.
That's a very different situation, I
I don't
think.
know. If this is some fucked up charm, whatever this charm is, it's not normal charm.
It's not a normal charm. There there obviously are limitations to it.
Yeah, like the effect listed is charmed, which is not the same as compelled or dominated or
Yeah, there's other language that does make it
Yeah, there
stronger.
is some compelling stuff later, as long as it's
Yeah, like technically it would be like he would be aggressive towards you all, except for Cal is technically how charmed work.
Yeah.
But were Cal to say, "Don't harm my friends," then that's how the feature is worded.
You've
right?
created a stack.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
layer that on the stack so
So
that the
I'm
trigger
kind of
doesn't go off.
taking, yeah, so as you all are talking, kind of like allowing for like, Cal probably said this, so he's not going to immediately try to kill you all.
Chill out, bro.
Well,
Yeah, it's something
I
to
have
keep in mind as we use this later, that
Yeah.
we can't talk about murdering the charmed creature 20 feet from the charmed creature, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I'm also giving you the liberty of like, you're like, it's, you want to be speaking, but not necessarily overheard, right? So I'm kind of allowing for that,
Mhm.
right? Okay, this is going to be good enough. This is good enough. This
enough?
map is good enough.
Ooh.
Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Skitter. That is not cover, right there, right? Just to be clear.
I'm just getting off by myself ish,
Yeah.
and trying to hope that the tiny thing does not present as most harmful thing. Tiny thing is tiny. Don't concern.
Tiny.
Is
itself.
this path out here, or is that
There are
a
no
wall?
paths in here. Yeah. It's all wall.
Brilliant.
You won't physically be able to enter. The only exit in or out is the ones that Ember and Krios are standing in front of currently.
Nice.
Adjusting the bodies that are on fire in the air. Have you formulated your plan?
Try to compel it to fail its save for Earthbind, and then we all take a crack at it in the first round and see how that goes for us.
About
All
it,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is my understanding.
Everybody spread out to where you feel like being. Unless this is it.
Okay.
God, yeah, Ragnarok is just presenting as the biggest, scariest thing in the room. Solid strat.
Love him.
Yeah, I would say like if it's charmed by Cal, right? Ragnarok, you have moved way into its threatened range, like into like what it considers like its personal space. I just want to let you, like, I presented the maps to allow you to put yourself places, right? You approaching that far, like this thing is not going to allow you to get that close to it, right?
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once like it kind of demonstrates that it doesn't want me closer, I'll stop wherever I'm at.
Yeah, like you see it like growling and like flame boiling up in its throat. Yeah, it doesn't like you being that close.
Okay,
My-
is that fine right there?
That'll be the limit of what it would allow for, right?
My apologies, Morsum. It seems my cartographer has forgotten to bring the maps that, and I'll just be gesturing towards Rainier, has forgotten to bring the maps that would demonstrate the path to these ancient treasures. However, we do have access to one that we can show you immediately. It is quite large when it emerges from the earth, which is why my staff is spreading out. And what you will need to do, I will read from this ancient text. And these yellow ribbons will emerge from the earth that you will have to allow to wrap themselves around you so that once they do, you can use them to pull this ancient artifact up from the ground.
I will be able to bring the power to me through this magic.
Most definitely. And I will begin to read the Earthbind scroll.
Okay. I'm going to allow this. I believe it pushes the limit of what it like. It's not hurting the target, but I believe casting spells on other
gonna
things
know.
is causing harm,
The
right?
second after it triggers, then it'll know once it takes effect, right? Like,
Yeah, it's not going to be great for it, right?
Yeah.
But just because I
It's a
like,
good explanation.
it's because I like the whole plan,
Ugh.
right? I want to see how it all shakes out.
Upon completing this, Cal is gonna duck back into the alley.
Okay.
Okay. You read from the scroll. The Earthbind spell, the rings begin to wrap around Morsum. Yes. Yes. Bring the power to the Lord of Fire. They constrict and magically like pull the wings inward on its body. You can see his body kind of contort a bit. He doesn't seem to be enjoying what's happening. This is an aggressive action, so we will need to roll initiative to find out what happens from here on out.
There it goes.
Well, you're not terrible.
Rainier, you have the usual big britches brew.
Ah, fucking shit. I
By the by.
damn it. Would have
Doesn't
had that
last
earlier if I knew.
It lasts about 10 minutes, so.
Yeah,
Or
but it's
does
still
it, or
it's
is
still
it a
an
minute?
action to drink. It's a minute, and it takes an action to
Yeah.
drink. So
Okay. Earthbound. Flying speed, not speed in general, reduced to 0 for the
Yes.
next minute. Concentration, though, still in effect on Cal for that. Okay.
Krios, you there?
Dawson, he's listening, but had to drive somewhere, so he's on his phone.
It's hard to get to the. I sent myself the link and I was trying to use the link. It wasn't
it wasn't intuitive.
Yeah. Okay, I will roll you in.
Thank you. I'm about to be back at home actually, so that's perfect.
Yeah, no problem. You're going first.
Oh,
You can tell me like what it is you want to do, right? If you remember your abilities, that's great. Otherwise, you can just kind of like, I want to do this sort of stuff.
well, my abilities are not really helpful in this situation. They're only helpful in a chance of being hit. So, from what I was picturing in my head, me and Ember are blocking the tunnel on the chance that it escapes. I don't feel like I should leave the. I'll move within 10 feet of it and try to take an extended stab the second it opens its mouth.
Okay, just the second it opens its mouth in general, or like, are you trying to like attack it if it starts breathing fire or something?
Well, like attack it. Well, I don't want to be in its way of fire.
Yeah,
But
because you know, like it'll open its mouth to breathe fire, and it'll open its mouth to speak or bite something.
on an aggressive movement from its face.
Okay. All right, so you want to hold an attack until that happens.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Which that brings it to Ragnarok's turn.
Yeah, I'm not waiting. I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
Choosing my tail feature. There we are. And then I'm going to attack or grapple. I'm gonna attack. Reckless. So gross. 22.
22 hits.
Tied. Ooh, 16 damage. And then attacking again. Ooh, 14.
Okay. To hit does not hit.
Yeah, I figured. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Incredible. Yeah, it has the +2
It's a
from the rage
save
in
with
there.
disadvantage.
Who does what?
The dragon, I think, because it took harm, right?
It did take harm, yes.
For the charm.
For the charm.
It's still
effect.
disadvantage, but it gets to try to shake out of it.
Yeah, can repeat the saving
Nice.
throw. Yeah, with disadvantage. Okay. Still charmed.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. That brings it to Merv.
yeah, I will just try the current state of things. Yeah, I'll try to acid splash it with my action.
Hey, nice.
Fails.
Okay, 15 acid damage.
Okay, excellent.
Else. Step over. Can't really see Ragnarok over there, but I am going to try just for fun to shove it like a step back into the wall.
Okay. Strength save?
Actually, hang on. Krios is holding something. I don't want to do that. I don't want to move him out of Krios' range. So
That would do that, yeah.
yeah, I don't want to take that away. So yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Acid Splash will be it, and that's my turn.
Okay, very good. Rainier. It'll roll again for its charm. Okay, still charmed.
All right. I will swing the crossbow from my back on its leather strap to my front, and as I do so, I will allow myself to be aged a little bit. And take 3 points of necrotic damage, and then fire twice.
Hits.
Hey.
Barely.
I'm gonna re-roll that d10.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh.
So that puts it to 16 points of damage for that attack.
16 total. From
Yes.
7 to 16. Okay.
Yeah, for that strike, and then the second attack is.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
There's 17.
Chunking it down, boys. Chunking it down.
Okay. Still charmed.
Really?
Hot damn.
I'm. No. I was gonna do some tomfoolery, but there's still plenty of opportunity for that. My lord, keep pulling. Let me try and help focus your mind. And
Servant
I
of
will-
mine, these insects attack me. Destroy them.
Yes, my lord. My aim is not the greatest, but I hope that it will be true in service to you. And I will. Hold on. Let me. I will cast Mind Sliver on my potential
Ooh,
protector.
succeed.
Oh, that's so cheeky. Damn.
Any bonus actions from you?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Okay. 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 Just so we're on the same page here, right? Although you didn't do damage to it, you did cast a spell at the thing,
Mhm.
right? So we are all in agreement that is the same as inflicting harm, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it makes it save
Silvery
with
barbs.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
It did succeed on that. So with another one with another one. What is the okay? Disadvantage. Is it was it? It's he rolls again, it's just the lowest, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Okay, charmed still by you.
Okay. Ember gets advantage.
Amber gets the advantage. Okay. Incredible.
And yeah, Ember gets the advantage.
Amber gets the advantage. Okay.
And just so I'm clear, that is my reaction until my turn starts again.
Correct. Yeah. Use
Yeah.
your reaction to do that. Yeah.
Right.
Every little
yeah, because
bit,
that's
every little
on
bit.
your turn.
Yep.
That you did that technically. Okay. It is Morsome's turn. Morsome looks at you, Cal, and says, "I will buy us time and get rid of these insects, and soon the artifact shall be ours." Okay, has movement. Can't fly. Okay. It will do. I mean, it's gonna do the best it can do. It's gonna move here, and then it's gonna move here. Kriaz, it's not opening its mouth, but he's leaving your threatened range, you can make an attack of opportunity if you wish. And Ember, you can make an attack of opportunity as well.
Double check my. Oh, I'm muted. I'm not muted. No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, great. Double check something real quick. Features. Yeah, it's features. When you hit it, brace.
So what is over in that
Yes.
direction?
I will take the attack of opportunity, and then I will also use. No, my attack of opportunity is my reaction, correct?
It is your reaction. Yeah. You can because it didn't open its mouth to do anything. Like you can in this moment change to do your attack of opportunity.
He technically did talk.
He technically did talk, actually. Did you want to attack him when he said something, or do you want to attack him right now? It's all the same, right?
Yeah.
I'll take the when he said something since Ragnarok swung first.
Okay. 17 is gonna miss on the attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Ember, did you want to hit the attack button
Yeah.
in the chat so it rolls? See if we smash that thing.
Nope. Miss.
Yeah, that misses as well. Okay. His place may
Ember
change.
technically has advantage on that attack.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
You roll again.
Well, too late. That's
Oh, that hits.
okay. Normal damage. That is not magical damage, so.
That is okay. It hurts him all the same.
Just to clarify with you, Sean, I took the attack when he attacked. Got it. Can I use my reaction to use a maneuver?
Yes. Yeah, well, your maneuvers are like part of your attacks, right? So what maneuver are you doing?
This one's brace. When he moves into a reach within my melee weapon, I can use my reaction to make to roll a superior die, make an attack using that weapon. So as I guess like in replace of the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll allow it, yeah.
Oh, okay. It didn't roll, but we're just gonna.
Yeah, because it's basically that's describing what the maneuver is, right? Okay, so but you already rolled for it, right? So it was a 17 to hit, right? Because that was your intended roll, right? So we're not going to roll again on it.
Got it.
Because I didn't know if this added to the attack roll itself, right? So this is just
the damage.
Yeah, it's if it hits. Was it use your reaction to expend a superiority die to make the attack? If it hits, it adds to the damage. Okay, so you expend the dice, but you still missed on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you want to keep our intended rolls the same, right?
And
Okay. Just want to double check.
I believe our friend Morsum gets another opportunity to roll at disadvantage to break the charm because of the damage from Ember's attack.
From Ember, that is correct. At disadvantage. Ooh, baby, this charm is gone.
Okay.
Okay. That was during Ember's attack.
Might change what it does all of a sudden.
So,
yeah,
he's here. His eventual spacing might change because he's a very intelligent creature and knows where to place his breath attack optimally. But definitely does change things a little bit. Okay. It's not gonna change it that much, actually. That's very surprising here.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
It's
see.
gonna jam itself against this wall here, which I suppose it didn't need to make the full movement, but I didn't know where the template would be. Okay, cool. It breathes fire, just a eruption of fire blasting out, covering Ragnarok, Ember, and Kriaz.
Yeah, in retrospect, this is what I should have saved that advantage for.
Oh, there it goes. It didn't pop up for a second. Oh, what is this? There it goes. Oof. Oh, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, actually, I don't see your roll.
Okay, let's roll.
Everybody brace.
Brace.
Did it go through this time?
It did not. Are you rolling off your sheet or are you clicking the dice in
I'm
the
clicking the
chat?
dice button.
Yeah. See if you can just roll a deck save off your character sheet.
There
Oh
it
wait,
is.
it's coming through.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
that's wild.
Okay,
I went
that's
through like
why.
4 rolls, but love it. That's the one I get.
Okay.
Love it.
I mean, did you make a roll that succeeded? Like,
I don't know.
what was the first roll that came through for you?
Oh, my brain's not that smart. The second roll was oof. Whatever oof is on my dice. I don't know how to check that.
It's a
Okay,
one. What was the first one?
That's a one. Okay.
Okay, I'll take this one then because I don't remember the first one.
Okay.
My brain's
Okay.
pretty bad.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. DC 17, Ragnarok, you succeed on it. Those of you that it's 56 fire damage. Those of you that succeed take half. Those of you that failed take the full amount. Your fire
Half.
resistance
Yeah.
cuts it in half. So Ragnarok,
Ragnarok,
you take half and then half again.
Yep. So
Oh,
14.
mine never got taken. Oh shit. I was driving at that moment.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure
We-
everyone was like, we're drinking our potion. So
Yeah.
like,
I'm assuming you were
allowing
one of
for-
the early takers.
Yeah, I'm assuming everybody drank the potions that they bought.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Because you were specifically given one, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Kyle
And
bought me one.
was there someone that didn't have it or was gonna like was it Ember? Were you relying on your own fire resistance? Was that it?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Because I thought that somebody wasn't buying
Yeah, it
one.
would not do anything for me to drink a potion of fire.
To drink the potion, exactly. Okay, cool. Okay, it erupts fire there. It did move, which is silly because all it would have done is just go up. I'm just gonna leave him there for right now. Okay, Ember, it's your turn.
Ow. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift over to this side, and as my action, I am casting Beacon of Hope. Because I'm gonna need that soon.
Incredible.
Okay.
I love that spell. Bonus actions.
No bonus action, but everybody should be within 30 feet for me to get everybody in the spell. Oop, that's the movement tool instead of measuring tool.
Yeah, I believe that is.
Oh god. Oh god. Stop scrolling screen.
Yes, everyone currently is within 30 feet of you.
Perfect.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
didn't
it
know
then.
this kind of spell existed.
Amazing. Krios.
And if I'm reading this right, do I put my health back?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, you have to receive
you.
healing. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Well, that is perfect. I will use my second wind ability in this moment for my bonus action.
I believe that gives you just the full 10.
Yeah.
You regains maximum hit points
Yep.
from any healing. So you just get 15. You rolled 15. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh shit, math. 15 plus 18 is 33.
Damn.
All right, and then I will run up with, as much as I probably shouldn't do it, I will run up next to or behind Ragnarok and take like a leap, not over him, but above him, above
Mm-hmm.
since he's giant. Actually, I can't do that, but a leap to try and lunge the glaive into the throat of the dragon.
Yeah, hell yeah. Gonna miss. He hard draconic scales as your glaive bounces off of it.
And I get a second attack, correct?
Yep.
And then as landing, keeping the extended as much as I can, spinning and trying to slash down the stomach. Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yeah, your glaive scraping, sparks filling the air against the tough draconic hide. Do you want to stay where you are?
I will back up again to here.
Amazing. As you back up, its long neck reaches out and takes a bite at you.
Okay.
Your AC is it misses,
Nice.
snaps in the air as you have already left. Ragnarok.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit. And I'm afraid it's gonna break out of its bind next turn, so I am going to attempt to grapple it.
Sure. The
So,
earth binding
yeah.
keeps it from flying.
Yeah.
And that lasts for a minute as long as Cal
Yeah,
doesn't
it
lose.
has
his
Oh,
speed.
it doesn't have a save.
It's
Okay,
it's a
cool.
full save or suck. So for the
Yep,
next like 8
I
rounds,
forgot.
basically.
My bad.
Yeah, but he still has his normal movement, right? It just
Yeah.
he can't fly.
Oh.
Hey, that'll do.
Yeah.
Go Ragnarok, go.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Ragnarok.
Advantage. Oh, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are shifting to make that bonus action bite.
You bite Morsum, Lord of Fire.
Ah, there it is.
Yo.
The incongruity. Fuck me. Holy shit, Ragnarok.
Oh, it didn't roll 2 for some reason. I didn't roll critical hit. That's why. Let me just roll one.
God damn.
Yeah, roll another d6.
Okay, so 11.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right there.
Incredible. Merv.
Is Morsum himself is he glowing?
There are the yellow bands around. Yeah, because you're far enough away in this that you don't have line of sight on them because of it's dark in here and the light's only a certain thing. Let's read the thing. Yellow strips of magical energy loop around the creature. Makes sense that you could see the yellow stripes around the
Okay.
creature.
That's fine. And the area behind him, my understanding, that's not like another tunnel, right?
No,
Yeah.
the only way in and out is where Cal is. Where you
Okay,
came
got
from.
it. That's what I thought. I saw that it looked kind of like a tunnel and it moved in that direction, so I figured I'd clarify.
Yeah.
I will run over here and I will cast a Cure Wounds at 2nd level. That will, let's see, be 6. Yeah, it's 2d8, so 16 plus 4 plus 4. So 24 total. Yeah, because it's plus my intelligence, then plus an extra 4 for alchemist stuff. Okay. I
Huge.
will. It's not really a good place to step. I'll move diagonally. Just move to here.
Okay, cool.
I look. I haven't gotten a fucking protractor out and figured out what its range is live. I'm just hoping.
Okay, Rainier.
All right. There you are. Not a great spot to be. It's fine. Also, I temporarily turned down the music, and every time a new track comes on, it just plays it at full volume again, and I can't get the playlist to stop. So
If you click on global volume controls, it'll drop down 3 sliders, and the top one will set the max volume for all tracks as opposed to doing it by track.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that sucks. Okay. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Cal?
It's all kicking off, Cal.
Apologies, my lord.
Okay, first miss.
Damn.
Second miss as well.
Yeah, that is it.
Slamming into the body of it, Morsum looks at you. Betrayer! Any movement from you?
It's been fun, everyone. No, that's it.
Okay. Okay, start of its turn. We need a 5 or better to get some fire. That's a 5. Yes. God, I want to get Cal so bad as Morsum, but it's just so efficient. Anything else is just way more efficient. Okay, he's gonna leave Ragnarok's threatened range.
One sec. Hey,
Hey, hell yeah, definitely hits. Let me move because I need to click this thing.
11.
Oops. 11, amazing. Okay. Yes. Efficiency. Morsum crawls along the ground quickly, whips around, releases a gout of fire at all 4 of you.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Merv, did you get a 1 and then re-rolled to success?
I did. I got a
well,
1 and then a 19.
Okay,
I
and then
am dying.
What the fuck?
Rainier re-rolled to success as well.
Apparently, I'm decent at dodging big AoE.
There were
because it was
3 nat 1s on that,
That was
including the one that
brutal.
Merv
that Merv
rerolled.
does,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was rigged.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
3 out of 4.
56. Oh, sorry, 67 fire damage. Half for all your resistances.
Cool. Cool.
Okay.
Didn't you have even half for you, Emperor?
Oh, there goes Beacon of Hope. Yeah, I mean 67 halved for me is 33.
33,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had 34 hit points, so I am up with 1, but I have lost Beacon of Hope.
Up with 1. Oh my god.
I mean, okay, I'm glad I got 1 turn of Beacon of Hope on you. Fucking stonks.
So I take half damage from this.
Half damage because you have the
Yes.
fire potion, correct?
Oh my god, if I
What is
hadn't
the number?
succeeded,
If-
I'd be so fucked.
If Kriaz didn't have fire potion, he'd be full dead.
I'd be toasted.
He'd be
I would
full dead
literally
right
be
now.
a
Yeah.
fully I'll be a fully cooked lamb chop. All right.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
the damage total?
It's 67 halved, which is 33.
Hey, GG's.
Okay. Unconscious and dying. Okay.
Saying GG as the little dead
Yeah.
mask popped up on screen was pretty good, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that would have fucking killed me.
Let me. I just want to double check
Merv?
what my movement was.
Come on.
If I had failed, I oh,
Hell
it
yeah.
would have killed
Okay.
me even with resistance.
It uses the last bit of its movement to move the final. Like it has another few feet that it moves closer to you, Cal. Back turn to the others. Just. Okay. Miss Ember.
Oh God, I don't even fucking know here.
Hmm.
I'm tempted to just put Beacon of Hope back up and pray I can survive long enough to get healed. I only have so many slots. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I will Beacon of Hope again.
Beacon of Hope.
Wait, hold on. I will adjust slightly. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I was already in range for Ragnarok. Never mind.
Had we at any point considered purchasing you Revivified Diamonds?
Uh,
Just in the past?
I have no idea. I'll be honest.
Oh, excellent.
I
Alright.
don't.
I
actually-
don't have any. So
Yeah.
that has not been brought up so far.
Kick ass, folks.
Kick ass. You've been relying on the church, which is very expensive.
I wouldn't say relying. We've needed.
it's only happened.
Well, you
once,
needed it then,
and we didn't have a
Nobody-
choice.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice. Yeah. Okay, Beacon of Hope, and one of my favorite spells of all time. It certainly with Merv's healing, it provides a real opportunity for
Administering
swinging.
healing potions is what?
It's an action.
To another person is an action. Yeah,
Okay.
to another person.
Drinking one yourself is an action.
Yes. The okay. No movement, no bonus, Emperor.
No, correct.
Okay, all right. Krios, top of the
Hey.
round. Death saving
Hey.
throw. You get a nat 20, you stand back up
You also have advantage.
Yep.
from the
Mhm.
Beacon of Hope.
From the Beacon of
Oh,
Hope.
I didn't mean to click that. I'm using my left hand. I'm feeding puppy ice cream. But all right,
Okay,
I
well,
will
you
Or
get-
just roll a
Roll
d20.
again to see if you crit.
yeah, you get 2 rolls on it.
I would just roll a d20 instead of an actual death saving throw, though, because
Yep.
Now check your sheet. It might have tracked that as a failure, and you don't want
I
that.
put it as 0. It's fine.
Yeah. You're good. You have 1. You have advantage. It's 1 success because of the 11.
Woohoo.
Okay, and it did track that as the 1 success. Cool. Okay.
I'm like gurgling and I'm like trying to throw up a finger and be like, it's fine.
Oh, my turn.
Ragnarok.
Tight, right there. Just going for it again.
Hell yeah.
Got it. You got it.
Just imagine being this big ass dragon and you have this like enlarged creature
nice.
just charging you in your own house.
Is Ragnarok enlarged?
No.
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 Oh,
But
Ah,
the
so
idea is
close.
terrifying.
like you have somebody pull up to your house and they're not scared of you.
Yeah, they're the same size as you. What's up? What's up? The bite.
Why do your
yeah.
teeth always hit?
They're
Like,
sharp.
Like
Rage.
no hate to it. It's
Yeah,
just
your
like the teeth are like a
Sharp.
definite hit.
That's my turn.
Okay,
'Cause
that's
it's
an
26,
amazing,
The computer knows that.
turn.
We should try to
Okay,
get him out of the door. We should try to get him out of the door.
Murph.
I'm running down here. As I
Nice.
do, I will chug a health potion on myself.
Okay.
So that'll be, it's still max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, because it's any
So-
healing.
Any healing.
Any healing.
Yeah, so 4 plus what, 2?
Well, it's 2d4, so
2d4
it's
plus
8
2.
plus 2.
Nice. And then I'm going to bonus action fire a spitball at Krios. First level, so it will be it's a healing word, so that makes it
12.
4 plus 5 or 4 plus 4 plus 4. Yes, 12.
12. Okay.
12 for Krios.
Krios, you're up with 12.
Huzzah.
That's what I got for you.
Okay.
He gasps for air, just sits up.
And I scooch slightly further with the last of my movement into this corner.
Okay. Rainier.
Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6.
You can see it's whirled around, its tail slamming the walls near Cal. One hand is trying to batter away Ragnarok. It looks at you as a crossbow pierces into it.
Okay. 24 feels okay. How it's
get giddy.
pissed, but how's it keeping up?
It is super pissed. You see there's a lot of marks on its scales where the cross bolts have hit, like gouts of dark blood is pouring out to it. You take a moment to look at it and assess it in this moment. It looks like an animal that is like it's no longer trapped in a corner. It's aggressive, but you see panic in its eyes.
I am going to whistle, like you do when you're calling animals. That's gonna be my turn.
Yes.
Gal.
Antagonized.
With panic in his voice, Cal screams out, We've got to keep it in the lair. I will use 2 sorcery points to quicken Vortex Warp.
Hey.
Swap with me.
Which I'm going to cast on it.
Okay. Does succeed.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
Silvery Barbs.
Okay. Silvery barbs. Con save. Even better.
Okay. Ember, you have advantage on your next roll, whatever it is. And then with my action, Eldritch Blast.
Fuck him up. Shoot him in the face.
Son of a bitch. And
One more beam.
No, he ain't scared.
Hey.
Let's go.
Hey.
And I'm pushing him back 10 feet. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, you.
Holy shit.
Was not expecting just to...
Oh my god! Oh no!
Watching
What
him
a
vanish
blast
into
was
like
that?
just a
Oh shit!
comparatively tiny blood stain on the map.
You just shot a glitter stain at him so hard he fucking exploded.
Right,
Glitter
it's like
bomb.
being at a Gallagher show without a raincoat. I'm just drenched at this point.
Oh god! Yeah, what does it look like? Hold on, what does it look like?
Do describe how you take
need
down a young adult dragon in this moment.
Well, you see me push with sort of bring both of my hands together as if to miming the action of picking this thing up, which fails incredibly. With my left hand, I toss a glitter bomb at it that just bounces off of its chest. And then with my right hand, a glitter bomb that hits it in the side of the face and hits it hard enough that with its previous wounds, the neck just breaks and the head pops off a little bit, and then
Oh my!
old school samurai movie arterial spray from the neck.
A ridiculous amount of blood it sprays out, filling the cave like a shower for a moment.
I just hold out a flask.
A few droplets rain
Yeah.
down into the flask. It collapses with a thunderous thud. Its dense, heavy body hitting the cave floor. Blood pooling very quickly into the dirt around you. And the place is quiet as Morsum Lord of Fire has been vanquished by Kalawunax.
Yeah, Kyle, fuck him up.
I'm immediately sprinting over to heal Ember and Krios because I know that the kobolds might come back.
Ah,
That's
yes.
fine. I
Before the
got
beacon of
my
hope
my
goes away.
healing kits.
I'll give both of you at least a level 1 cure wounds just to get you on your way.
Ooh,
As
ooh, ooh.
Merv thinks there might be another fight here, and while the
You-
beacon of hope is up,
You, at this
Yeah.
moment, very smart, you hear the the footfalls of kobolds, you hear footfalls, and you see two kobolds come around the bend, each holding shield and spear, talking to each other casually, saying, I didn't find anybody. I didn't find anybody either. Let's just let them know. Hopefully those other people have gone by now. Oh, shit.
There can be only one.
he is your god.
Uh,
Did I get a chance to patch myself up?
you can do a healing like this is happening at the same time.
Can I
Um,
whisper like loud enough for Cal to like tell Cal to mimic like a loud scream,
I don't know why I rolled
or like a loud roar?
next.
if you would like to.
Yes, and then if he does, I want to use daunting roar behind him as he's like standing over the dragon's body and the kobolds are walking or just like looking at it, just to
Sure, hell
assert
yeah.
Cal's dominance onto them.
How would you like to roar to intimidate?
Yeah, there can be only one.
All right, Kriaz roars. These two kobolds, eyes go wide. They look at each other. They drop their spear and shield and just fucking flee down the tunnel. You can hear them yipping and screaming as they are terrified.
No, wait, come back. We was hoping you might lead us to the horde. Oh, drats.
I mean, we're in this hole. What?
It's got to be around here.
No, he said he didn't have one. He said that.
Yeah, we're getting our price out of his parts.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I
Can we
mean,
make
that's a
armor out
lot
of
of
its
blood.
scales?
I could strain that blood out of the sand, not a fucking problem.
Ooh.
Start gathering up a backpack.
Fuck you
full
mean
of
not
it.
a fucking problem?
Not a
Mm.
problem.
The skills that Merv has are
That's not
unheard
true.
of.
You don't know what I got in here.
I do. That's my kit you have.
Yeah, but I got my own stuff. You don't know about the sauce.
The sauce.
Yeah, what's for getting blood out of things?
You know what? I just look like, can we use these scales for something, or we got to turn them
Absolutely.
over
We're
to?
gathering up. We are taking this fucking thing. Well, okay, head goes aside because that's our proof. And also it's like a bitchin' trophy.
You right.
I mean, I might want the eyeballs.
Can I pluck a thing?
Hold on. Is there a means we might have by weight or carrying, hauling all together, we can just bring the whole thing back to town rather than trying to butcher it here?
Knew we should have brought a cot.
We could just
No,
tie it together and just me and somebody could just drag it.
I think that could be done. Is just trying to take care of it in town with a professional.
Like if we just put all our ropes together, we can make like a harness and just drag
but
it
it's
to the
gonna take
town.
some time to get back into town. It's gonna start getting.
It's better than
do-
leaving it here.
I do have a
I mean,
net. We don't have.
We wasn't gonna leave it.
Oh my
He
god.
does have a net.
Use of
Oh
the
my
net.
god.
We wasn't gonna leave it here. We was just gonna.
See, you all
for
laughed.
nothing.
You all fucking laughed at me, and now.
Hey, Doug, I
come
did
to
not laugh
me.
at you at all.
Laugh
I
at
did not, because I
The
got
net
your back
is,
on that
hella
one.
useful.
We should net the thing and take it back to town.
Is its stump still bleeding?
Yeah, this is a big creature.
Yeah,
There's
I
still
go
blood
fill up
coming out,
several
yeah.
flasks of like fucking dragon blood. Seems magical as fuck. I get like 3 full flasks of dragon blood.
Yeah, 3 flasks of dragon blood before
Yeah.
it, leaks enough out. You figure
Oh.
it'll like dragging it, like it's still gonna leak a bit, from
Yeah.
time to time.
It's gonna
Can we cauterize the end so it doesn't? Just ask him to burn the end of it.
keep the blood
I
inside.
can try. It's a fire-resistant creature, but yeah.
I mean,
It-
blood's
the
gonna
outside
start boiling
is, but
pretty
I
soon. So like,
I don't assume all of it's fire resistant, like the skin.
You'd be surprised at what fire resistance means.
All right. Krios has
fire
an intelligence
resistant
level of a
everywhere.
9. All right.
But you could, with enough time, you could cauterize a wound. Same as if like you could cauterize a wound on ember of like with time and high heat, right? It doesn't prevent that unless you're immune to fire.
I know that some of us have like survival skills, but I think that we would be better served to get more out of this if we took it to someone who's like an actual butcher. Probably not a dragon butcher, but like
Hey,
alright.
they probably got the most
someone who
skills.
made their life out of this.
I'll take the head at least and put it in the. Can you cauterize the end so it doesn't get all over in there?
Can we fit it in your bag?
Yeah, I was say that head is like.
Yeah, the head will not fit.
The horns
in the bag.
might be a challenge.
Say,
Yeah,
I
the
think
head was
we're
too
bre-
big for the bag.
If you sledgehammered the horns off, I think I could do it.
I don't think you could.
cannot.
That head is the size of Merv.
Yeah, Merv is
You
closing
cannot.
one eye and like holding up a thumb and being like, "I think I got it."
say, Krios,
Huh?
would you like to take a tour around with me outside? This was a farm at one point. Maybe there's a cart around here somewhere.
Yeah, he stands up, starts stretching. He's like, not dying is a useful thing. I love this. And he just
You love
walks
not
outside
dying?
with Cow.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, I only live once. Doesn't mean I want to lose that life.
Right.
I just risk it. I didn't die.
Okay, hold on. Before you go, you are still actively on fire and a little bit of tips of your fur. We need to
He,
get
like,
that sorted.
He
before you
licks
go
his
walk.
fingers and just like grabs.
Now you
the,
got like a
the-
spot down by your tail there. It's all kinds of fucked.
he like stares at Merv with like a glint, not a mean one, just like a side eye one. Licks his fingers and just puts out the fires.
Okay, I mean, I'll start working on some kind of tincture, maybe help you grow that hair back. Otherwise, it's gonna look kind of silly.
Battle scars.
I'll
Right.
help Ragnarok net this thing and like tie the ends together so we can kind of bind it all like a ham.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Ragnarok, I understand. You bought a net. I was very confused what you originally. I thought you had met someone named Net that you were anticipating to bring to a dragon fight. It was really, I thought that was silly. But the net's a good idea.
Cut
Smart.
down on dragon. If you break the tail and like loop it back over him, it'll be a little easier.
You collectively are able to lay the net out, roll this body, and begin pulling, stretching, clasping, roping, and getting this thing balled up into the net. Cow, very smart, looking for a cart at a farm, and you do indeed find a large cart capable of transporting a large carcass like this. You all won't be able to you would need a pack animal, which there's not to like pull it, but collectively you all could like hold the things and walk, and the cart can be used to ease the passage.
Wait,
And
you said a
not
pack animal, correct?
I'm the party's pack animal. Thank you.
I was like, what if we
Ragnarok
just
is like
use
half
both of
pack
us?
animal.
yeah, like you guys
I.
you guys can you use your own strength to pull it.
Yes.
In that regard. Very smart. That way you're not dragging it on the ground the whole way and damaging all the scales and breaking the net open on your way back to Bastion. Incredible.
I do ask like Ember or Emmer specifically if I can have a new glaive made out of a dragon tooth.
That ain't my jurisdiction.
I can probably. I mean, I usually work with metal, not bone, but I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna be what you think it's gonna be. Like,
I mean, just the end of it, the sharp point. I don't care. Like the rest of it could be whatever. I want to stab stuff with it.
Gathering up the carcass, you begin your trek back to Bastion in the next day and a half, which will put you roughly evening. Let's see, following this whole day, roughly about mid-afternoon on the 7th is when you would arrive back. The guards look at you as you're entering into the gates. They ask you, "What's this?"
What do you think? I tell you what, you get 5 guesses.
The one of them goes, "All right, I'm good at this kind of thing. Hold on."
Yeah, you got this. Hang on. But get around from the front, give it a good look right in the snoot.
It's sort of all tied up and shit. It looks a little fucked.
Hmm.
On the moment they figure it out, I start gesturing the cow and being like, "Hey, he did it. And he did it."
They guess wrong first, and then
Come on, man. Come on, man. No, it ain't a bivern or where the fuck you're talking. That's not even a thing.
they're
Try again.
real. Okay, they're real.
No, ain't no bivern.
They're real. They allow you
What else?
passage into
Yeah, Herb's like, what else is red and has wings and flies and breathes fire? You think that narrows it?
Phoenix.
Yeah, biverns. Okay.
Bivern.
Read a book sometime.
Oh, fuck off.
They
Yeah,
allow-
this one's my area.
they allow you passage through. Initial place to go is the Slayer Stronghold to get your money,
Yeah.
right?
Fuck
They
yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
they feel like they might have a guy for this. Like they might have some crazy weird like monster butcher. It's
Monster
like
taxidermist.
yeah, he's like, yeah, no, I've seen this shit before.
Is
People
that
bring their
is that the
fucking
next
shit.
game in the series?
Yeah.
Monster taxidermist. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right. You the cart outside the stronghold. You make your entrance in. An attendant steps outside to verify what you've done. Upon hearing that you've brought a dragon back, the whole of the stronghold, everybody who's been chilling in there, comes out, stands there and looks at this cart that has a netted dragon carcass in it. They all look at you, and everyone's like, fucking incredible. Who are you people?
Damn, we still don't have a name.
Yeah, god damn it.
I'm going to, because I'm really trying to hype Cal up, I'm going to like gesture Cal again, and I can't say his name. I won't even try it, but I will take a knee and like bow to Cal, and and that's about that. I'm trying to give all respects to Cal, just to make people just love it.
Well, you're saying he did this?
Well, we all contributed, but we are all representatives on higher contractors, so to speak, of the Kalawunax Clethinthilar Karakara Care Consortium. We have made the wild safer for our friends from Karakara and removed a threat to their existence. So please, drinks are on you.
For a moment, like a couple of the staff like look at each other, and you see him shrug and go, "Fuck it, hell yeah." Everyone is very excited about the prospect of free drinks. You see a couple people standing nearby go, "What is it? Were there 4 C's in that name?"
Quintuple C, thank you. 5.
Yeah, so let's say there's 5.
Let's give it up for the 4 Seasons, everybody. All right.
Damn it.
I was gonna say we could go with like something cool like the Resolvers or like.
I don't know how you think that one's the cool one.
I mean, better than the 4 C's.
An attendant takes one of you to
We're the 5th unknown season.
We're the 5th
Season of love, baby.
Hell, actually, hold on. 5th season's got a thing to it. It's ambiguous. Nobody's gonna know what the fuck it means. Neither do we, but we don't want to tell them that.
As you're discussing potential names for the group,
The 5th
one
season's
of the
umami.
everyone
God damn it.
everyone escorts you all inside. They make arrangements for someone to essentially break down the dragon and pay you an appropriate amount of coin, which I will tell you next session. They need someone to put their hand on the bounty paper to affirm that you are the ones that did this.
I have it, so I will bring it forward. And I will say... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kriaz is highly pushing for Cal. Just I don't. Cal's name, his family, the whole shebang. He's got his new business going.
This will be huge for his brand.
It really would be.
Well, I would be honored if we would all place our hands on it together.
All right.
Don't know if it works that way, but let's find out.
We can get in here. Okay, y'all are gonna have to do it on 3.
Well, I mean, it will probably just register one of us, but symbolically, it would be nice for all of us to do it together.
Right.
Yeah, I like
So
it.
1,
I like it.
2, 3, and then do it, right? Not 1, 2, 3, and you're doing it on 3. You gotta do it 1, 2, 3,
3
and then
go.
Do it. 3
Yeah.
go. Yeah. All right.
Cal
Everybody
definitely
ready?
does it on the number 3.
Yeah.
I was going to say half a second before Ragnarok puts his hand trying to be
Right.
first.
Love it.
Merv
Love it.
We're all
just
doing
stops
this
halfway.
just slapping game.
Yeah, Merv just stops halfway down and just shakes his head and turns away from the table.
The attendant watches what it is that you are doing. And,
Merv, don't walk away, Merv. Come on, please.
Nah, you fucked the whole mood.
They ask the question if you were responsible for killing the dragon. The magic affirms it to be true, and they hand you your payment of 1,000 gold coins. They tell you to come back here tomorrow, and they'll have a better breakdown of like the dragon's constituent parts and what's worth what to it. And drinks are poured for all of you. Everyone in here asks to hear the story of how the battle went, who did what, how did you even take down such a thing. And you see standing kind of in the middle of the crowd, You see the castaways with big smiles on their faces, and they meet eyes with you all and give you a knowing nod, seemingly appreciating and understand, recognizing you to be true adventurers. Do they have a new guy? Not yet. Not yet.
That's probably for the best.
Just give it a few days. Amazing, and that's what we're gonna end our session there.